Hello, princess.
Yeah. What dog? Oh, you know what? You never come.
She's coming.
Okay.
I wish I know how to dance.
I'm smoking. You for the dancer. I want to shake my face. I love the shit that I live on.
Princess, you have to stand and dance.
Yeah, now what to do?
I don't try. I don't.
Wow.
Let us know why to come and dance for us.
You go dance, so you go watch go dance.
Hey.
So my speaker not be loud.
Yeah, I will do something about it.
Yeah.
Biafrans, you are welcome. No, day one. You are
welcome. Oh, Biafra people, now welcome.
Beautiful people of the beloved country. Umuada, we are saying welcome. Go and share this video. Share it. We are here again.
Biafra people, now well done. May Chuko Kika Biama bless you now. Chuko Kika Biama, our ancestors, make it bless you now. Anything where we define for that land, it will reach our hand. That is the promise of God Almighty and our ancestors. We must only come, we must only get our land. All our enemies, our God Almighty and our ancestors say they will be at stake very soon. Going to take our land back. That is their word.
Of course. You can see. I don't like to be keeping people waiting. We just have to start.
Okay?
Oyibo wifey, she's wasting time.
Let me call her. I know someone, you go pay for no.
Yes, so.
Today where I do for, today where I go see things, I go pay for.
Yeah, you go pay fine. Yes, sir.
Good evening. Yeah, you go pay fine no, with the weight. Okay.
Please share this video. We have an interesting topic with you today.
Want to go back to our proper father, sister, our century father. We want to go back the way they lived before. We want to go back to our culture. We want to go back to our culture. The other people tell us, if we not dance, don't need to Igbo. Answer still I mean, they not be follow us drag our land. Now, we want to go back to our culture so that we will get our land back.
Of course.
We are going back to our culture.
Of course.
We want to let our children know our tradition. We want to let everybody know our tradition. We are going back to our culture. We are not going to copy anybody. We are going back to where our fathers are, the way they lived before.
What's this one? We'll just start. Please, if you are one that anywhere you are, dance to this our music. Hey, oh my God.
When I share the video to my people, the other people, share the video.
We have to start. You know what? She has to join us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Facebook, YouTube, I don't have a right to this music. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Welcome, Biafrans. Welcome, beautiful people of the beloved country, Biafra. I say welcome. Welcome. I want to appreciate our ancestors. We appreciate Chukwokika Biama. We appreciate you all, Umuada Worldwide, wherever you are, UBW. We appreciate you all, the people behind the camera. We will not forget you. Please share this video, let it go wide. We have a topic to discuss today. Like we said to you, that here we'll be teaching you. Here we'll be teaching you everything that has to do with our culture. We are so mad. We go wife, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you, thank you.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
Yes.
Sorry for coming late. Oh, sorry for coming late.
We are going to find you. You know, madam.
So you're going to pray us.
Yeah, please. You're welcome. Welcome once again. Welcome
Thank
once
you.
again. I appreciate you, beautiful women. Umuada Biafra. We appreciate you. Thank you, wonderful people of Biafra. We are your sisters, Umuada. We have come together, join ourselves together to make sure that our culture, our tradition doesn't go away.
Yeah.
That we are not the people that will be forgotten in this life. That our children will not be lost in the country where they dwell or where we have taken them to, where we ran for refuge, you know. We'll no longer be refugees again in our lives. So for you to get back to your culture, you first of all have to know who you are. Knowing who you are is the number one thing, because when you don't know who you are, you will not be able to emancipate yourself from this mental slavery. Emancipating yourself from mental slavery is number one thing we need to do. All of us need to begin to work on ourselves.
Yeah.
So that we will get what belongs to us. Yes, the Fulanis are not our problem. The white people are not our problem. We are our problem. First of all, we have to emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. We have to first of all discover who we are. And that is why, Umuada, we are here to begin to bring us back to where we come from and who we were originally before we got lost, because we are people that have gotten lost. So we would like you to share this broadcast today. Invite your friends and family. Tell them to come. That this woman that I mean word for you. I want to take you back to where we started, where it all started. We are here again with an interesting topic. And before we go, I would like Princess to Greet the viewers, greet our viewers, greet our brothers and sisters, and every other person that is watching us that is not from Biafra land. Greet them in your language, please. We have to go back to where we come from. Me too, I'm going to greet our viewers from my own language, my dialect. Yeah.
Let me greet my Igodo, Ishan people. If you fan, why Jason, why Jason? Me no mono feva. Natural princess Odohunoji. Me no me dagbare because mama honi tradition of Semanjua because even ma ebo eki hone azze ebo eki hone azze eba yeje tradition of Semanri or ezemano o mono feva umadan ọmadan dọsị egbekoko ebole ebo nara ni ewe traditional fema no ajuwa o eze marbeja dada gbari eja inania ni mado ama ibi mai do de ba ewo ne bo wo muria ne me de dajere we ma traditional fema o edi no daba eni rebeja ze dada gbari me no mo fema so do no de yufa right Jason metu okpa metu oko metu egbomuge metu apana leke metu aba metu nene medi gwetuela Jason right Jason o bravo.
Say thank you so much. Ndewo. Umuada Oyibo wife. Anyone you can speak, even if it's Urobo. Say you grew up in Warri. Speak the one.
I can't speak another man language.
Okay. Yeah. Do the one you can do. This one you are speaking is another
I will speak my own. I will try the way I could.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful.
Iwie godo wa bota o.
You say you say you are doing it, yes.
I greet in my language. I greet them good evening, and I say I greet them, and let me say this in English. Which
is another man's language also. I will remind you. Okay, go ahead.
We are Umuada, the daughter of the land. Daughter of the land. So we are here to discuss today about childbearing and culture, what we do in all over our states, different kind of culture, and how they treat the women after delivering, how the mother visit, and all this. So we are here to discuss about tradition today. So if we are igodo Ituwaya o.
Yeah,
Wabota
say,
o. Wawese o.
Okay.
Greet to now all.
Okay. Okay, let me greet in my own language. Ndewo no. Unabiago. No. I Umuada Biafra. I bịakwara taa ka anyị nụnụ nọrịa. Otu anyị si gwa ụnụ na mbụ na anyị ga na-eweta ihe eji mara anyị, omenala anyị, ọdịnala anyị ga-eweta ya ka anyị were kụziere ụmụnne anyị, kụzikwara anyị onwe anyị akwa ụfọdụ anyị amachakwa ya ka anyị nwee ike laghachi back na kọlchọ anyị, otu esi mara anyị, ọdịnala anyị nọ ya. Biko unu nọnyere anyị taa, gbasaa n'ozi a, gwa ndị mmadụ ka ha bịanụ. Ndewonu, abụ m eze nwanyị Nwada Chinwe Achọrọnụ. Ndewonu, ndewo. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, for the people that we didn't speak their dialect, we are saying welcome to our program. This is Umuada Biafra Worldwide. We are here once again, as we promised you, in this channel, in this page, that will always bring back our culture. Our mission is simple: to bring back our culture, to make sure that our children, our generation are not wiped away, to make sure that our languages will not be lost, and our culture will not be lost also. We will not live in foreign land, and we will not get lost in foreign land. That foreign land will not swallow us. For you to get back what belongs to you, first of all, you have to know who you are. I believe our major problem is not even what we are looking at. Our major problem is all these little creeping problems. These people, these are the things that creep into our life. They creep in like ants. You wouldn't know it. Before you turn your back, you see, you start asking yourself, how did we get here? So this thing has been in our lives. We didn't know it. All of a sudden, we now found out that our children can no longer speak our language. None of us know our culture. Everything is going down the drain, and we are gradually going down. And no matter at this time and this period, we said no. We can no longer allow it to continue like that. We are here to change the thing. And remember, when you go to the Bible, when they say the children of Israelite, when they left Egypt, Chukwokekabema did not allow them to go straight to the promised land because he has to keep them in the wilderness for 40 years and 40 nights, and they were roaming about. They were not actually roaming about, they were actually building themselves up because they came out with the culture of the Egyptian. A lot of them barbed their hair like Egyptians. They were dressing like Egyptians. They were speaking the language of the Egyptians, their slave masters. And God didn't want them to enter that promised land with that nature, with that mindset. What did he do? He kept them in the wilderness. I really want to let you know today, Biafrans, that we all have been in the wilderness for many years. And God has been waiting for us. Chukwu Kigabema has been waiting for us. Our ancestors have been waiting for us to remove, to delete, and emancipate ourselves from all these things that has taken our life all over for years. He wanted us to change our mindset before we enter the promised land, before we take back our land, because from what we are seeing among us, from the hatred, from the wickedness, from the evil that we have found among us right now, if we actually enter our Biafra with that mindset, like other people have been saying, we're going to kill ourselves. No, it's terrible. Even among our family members, you see siblings quarreling, father and sons, daughter and mothers, they are quarreling. There's no more love among us. Things has fallen apart. And that's why Umuada, we came, so that we begin to put things back to its right perspective, the way things used to be. We're going to try our best, and Chukwu Kikabema is going to help us. And that is why we're here today with my sisters, Umuada Princess and Umuada Uibo Wifey. Today, we are starting our topic today with, before I go, BY, did you see the prayer this morning? Did you watch our platform? We prayed in our language this morning. We were going to share it back again. Tomorrow morning, I assure you, when you wake up in the morning from 6 p.m. or so, you will be seeing us praying in the way we're supposed to be praying, the way we pray that our ancestors will be answering us. Please, my sisters, let me explain one thing to our viewers before we go into the topic. Why? The reason we started praying in our language, praying in the right way we are supposed to pray. This prayer we will be posting, and you will see our people praying in the way our ancestors used to pray. Mm-hmm. That was the way they were praying, and things were happening. They were living in harmony. People were not killing each other. That land, Ordinala, everything in that land was blessing them. But now the land, instead of blessing us, has become a curse. The way for a people to be cursed is for the land to be cursed. If that land is cursed, that is why we are suffering. But once the land is blessed and is blessing you, you will begin to get your blessings and live in harmony and live in surplus. You cannot be calling another person's ancestors, invoking their ancestors, their gods in their land, and you expect them to come and bless you. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to bless your land. You have to call your ancestors. You have to pray to the gods of your land for that land to bless you. And that is the reason why we have gone the way we have gone. We have gone this way. This is the right way, bringing our people to pray the way our ancestors used to pray. So they will begin to pour blessings upon us. Every morning I ask you and I advise you and I plead with you, tune into this channel. You will see one of our brothers or fathers or our old people praying for us from this channel in the way our forefathers used to pray, and they were getting blessed. So we can also start getting blessed. Please, I would like you to do that. From tomorrow, we'll be doing that. Thank you so much. So today we have a topic we are going to be discussing. And before we discuss that topic, which Oyibo wifey said, she said it when she was greeting you, that we're going to talk about childbearing or Omugwo in our language. They say it's Omugwo, they also call it in Idu, Igodomi, Igodo. No, but by the time some of our sisters from other regions will start coming here, they will also tell us what they used to call it. And we're going to be sharing ideas to know whether we have similarity in culture, whether we do the same thing. From the discussion we discussed, we can see that we have a lot of things in common, meaning that once we share culture together, definitely you are one people. Definitely you're one people. You know people by their culture, you know people by their way of life. Now, when my sisters, before I go into this topic, I want to ask us one question that I'm trying to get the answer. I think I'll start with you, Igbo wifey. Why is it that when we say call a tradition, people will say, no, I'm not a traditional person. No, I don't know tradition. I don't do tradition. Why is it that people do that? Because I have a reason why I'm asking, but I would like you to talk first, but then I'll tell you the reason why I asked that question. Because this thing got down on me when something happened, I think last year in a class where we were taking lectures. Yeah, go ahead. Why is it that once our people, there's something that's so touchy. Once they hear tradition, they say, no, I'm not a traditional person. I'm not among those people. No. And once you say tradition, they see it as evil. Please, can you tell me why they do like that? Because we need to clear things today.
For
Yeah.
me, thank you for your question. For me, I think they do this because they deny where they come from and they misunderstand themselves. Let me not say the question because actually we are born culture in a cultural way. They grow up and follow the wrong way. Probably maybe is the house which they are being brought up and nobody tell them, or maybe their parents are not used to the traditional way. There are homes where they are still Christians and they still believe in culture. No, some people think maybe when you say something about tradition, they think it's fetish, they think it's bad something, so they feel somehow. They don't like to say anything about tradition. When you mention tradition, they feel maybe the person is a fetish. They get it all wrong. Tradition is something we are born with. It is our ID, natural ID, African ID. No matter anybody who understand African life have to understand that we Africa we are traditional people undermining the Christianity that was being brought into our land. We are still traditional people. That is why we greet in our language. That is why when somebody visits your father or your mother, elderly person, they bring cola before they say anything. So
They
all
bring
these
cola.
things.
Bringing cola is our tradition. When somebody comes to
Yes,
your
you
house,
bring cola before you bring your maybe a snap or Coca-Cola mineral,
yeah,
something like that. They
yeah.
said in our land, they say anybody that bring cola that brings life.
Bring life. That's what we say. Onye wetara
But
ji
all these things are tradition. But their stupidity will tell them that when you talk about tradition, you are being fetish or you are a diabolic person. They get it all wrong. That is what I'm trying to explain. They don't understand when they say tradition. Or they think tradition is wrong. Tradition is fetish. Tradition is bad. No, it's not bad. That is our real ID. If you are Christian, it does not stop you to pray to your God. It does not stop you to call Jesus. But understand your tradition is very, very important.
Thank you so
So
much.
that
Thank
is
you.
what
Thank you. That is it. She said tradition is our ID, meaning
yes,
is who we are.
it's
You
who we
cannot
are.
separate us from who we are.
Yes,
Separating yourself from who you are means that you are ashamed of yourself. You are
yes.
inferior. Yes, you don't like yourself. You
Mhm.
wish you were another person. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. I will come to you, Umuada Princess. She said once you say a call tradition, people see it as something fetish. Why? Is it fetish? Is it something that when I mean fetish, juju thing? Princess?
Unmute. Excuse me.
You said
He said, she said, when you talk about tradition, people see it as something that is fetish or something that is connected to juju. Is it not so? Is it how it is? Is it what
You
tradition
know,
means? Because to some people, not so it means to them.
yeah, that's what it means to them because
Mm,
many people they are run away from the truth and you know in our land now many people they used to lie.
mm-hmm.
They know when they go back to that tradition, it's only tradition can bring truth out for
Okay.
any for anything. You maybe for example when somebody lie against you
Okay.
or maybe somebody steal your thing or maybe something happen you want to find out is that tradition. Then many people now they are afraid because
Okay.
they know that the tradition will bring the truth out. That is why you see many people hide for Bible. When you
Okay.
when they do bad, they will say they are Christian. They want to swear Bible. That is why they run away
They don't
from.
even swear the Bible from what I see. Yeah.
Swear the Bible because if they swear the Bible, there are some truth inside the Bible, and there
Mm-hmm.
are some lies there. But they don't even swear the Bible because they know say God slow in anger. Because tradition, our ancestors, they walk fast than God. Because our tradition, like our ancestors, they don't tolerate nonsense. When they know that you are the one that do the thing you deny, they have they act fast. That is why you see many people they run away from tradition. They hide in the back of Bible.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
So what you're trying to say, thank you so much. What you're trying to say that people are afraid of our tradition. That means our
Yes.
tradition has a way of disciplining people. Tradition has a way of curtailing evil. Tradition is
Yeah.
what will make you to be truthful. And now coming to it, coming to our freedom, we are all agitating to get our freedom. We want to be free. And you can see a whole lot of lies, a whole lot of things that are not right going on around us. That means if we bring back our tradition, which is truth, because our tradition is based on truth, and our tradition wants to bring the truth to stand in everything we
Yeah.
do. So if we bring back the tradition, that means truth will come, and when truth comes, then what we are looking for is so easy for us to get. Thank you
For
so
us to get that's why
Thank you.
yes,
So people are afraid of our tradition. Okay, that is not even
there
our
is
topic. Yeah, because
there is not now in our tradition.
mm,
Maybe somebody died, probably dead.
mm,
Nobody the way the person that maybe somebody you just see yesterday you eat together, you play together, maybe when you sleep you just die or
mm,
maybe any other thing will happen. There is a way to know if it is ordinary death, there is a way to know. If it is a suddenly maybe it's person that caused that death, there is a way to know. Many people they hide, they know there is a way our ancestors prove many lies. If you are a killer, if you thief, there is a way that our ancestors bring it there. That is why you see many of them, even if they are serving Sudan now, where they do something bad, you ask them, or you come out, so they will say they are Christian. Because they know our tradition, our ancestors, they ask fast.
thank you so much. So basically, what you're saying, people are scared of our tradition because it has a way of bringing out the truth. It has a way of
Yes,
dealing with people that are evil. I think that's what
yeah,
we need. We can't suffer like this. We can't continue. And it's not our topic, but what we're going to discuss today is one aspect of our tradition, which is childbearing and omogo, which you say
yeah.
that you people call it omogo, ilo omogo. Yeah, but why I asked that question, why people are scared of our tradition? In our class, we were taking a course last year. So in the course, we have taken a whole lot of courses here, and they have asked us a lot of things about who we are, our tradition. So the question goes this way: the question they were asking us how we do a certain thing. Was it marriage or something like that? And I tried to tell them the white wedding and they said, no, that's not what we're asking, because in the class there, a whole lot of people have said they have giving the account of their own tradition, even the way they cook, though they are from the same country, they are from different regions, like the villages we have. I'm talking to people in Biafra land, they have their villages. So some villages here also have the way they do their things. Their language, there's difference in their dialect. the way they cook, the way they dress, you know, their culture. You know, when you go to villages, you can see some little differences in the way we do things, you know, just like your village and my village, though we have common culture, but there should be a little differences between them. So they were saying it. So when they got my own turn, they asked me, was it about the marriage? Several questions they have asked me. Now I started talking about the white marriage wedding. I was embarrassed in that class that day. They said no. Little children, they said no. What is your culture, your tradition? I mean, where you're coming from. Don't you have a village? I said, I do. How do you do it in your village? I was so ashamed of myself. That was the day it was dawned on me that you must know your tradition. You must know yourself. I saw this one explaining themselves, proud of themselves. Then I began to cut the whole story the way I knew best. I was saying I cut it the way I said the way we do our wedding, and you know they were getting interested. It was so interesting. They were screaming. I told them how we do our tradition, how all those I tried a little bit because I couldn't give them a full story because I didn't go into details. I didn't know it so much, but they were marveled when they heard our tradition, and it was so embarrassing that people were appreciating my tradition this way, and I was not bold enough to say it. Just like every other person, when you ask them their name, they give you the English version of their name. They tell you they do white wedding. Some of them will pretend that they are not interested in the traditional way of doing things. It's embarrassing. I was embarrassed that day. And I made up my mind that I am not going to play with my tradition and who I am, you know. So that is it. And that is why we are discussing one of our tradition today. How do we take care of a woman that just gave birth and the childbearing? And I have with me here my two sisters from Igodo Biafra land. They are going to share their story. I want to let you know that we, the Umuada here, we are also giving you some of the things we are saying. We might not really have the true facts. We can tell you from the periphery, from where we know. And I believe in this platform, a lot of experts will come here and also be helping us to do things. And by the way, we'll be having our first guest on Sunday, next week, Sunday. I'm not going to tell you till within the week. You are going to know the person that will be coming to this platform to teach us. And I'm sure you'll be glad. I'm sure you will learn a lot from him. So I'm going to put it straight to who goes first. How do we in Igodo Biafra land? How do we take care of a woman that just newly gave birth, a pregnant woman, childbearing, and all stuff like that? Please, you have to say the way you know to the best of your knowledge. And I know that people will come in future also to give their version of the story in more details. So I think I'm going to start. Who am I going to start with? It's so interesting. It's an interesting topic. We are all mothers. We know what we know what the story is and what we're talking about here. So see, everyone is smiling. Everyone is smiling. Please, who goes first? Princess, let's allow you. Okay. Now, your grandmother, you are an expert in my language. You say you are coach.
So yes, so
you're old now. Yeah.
Okay, but people, in where I come from, when a woman is pregnant, maybe when she carries belly, maybe at times when he carries belly, when he delivers, maybe they will invite the mother of the woman. The mother will come to take care.
I'll be asking you questions. So, when the mother, when does she normally come? The mother of the pregnant woman, at what month? Is it do we have a particular? Do we have a particular month? The mothers come, maybe 8 months, 7 months, 6 months. Is it
maybe when the pregnant is 8 months or 7 months or exactly 9 months?
Okay.
Will come.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Okay, it will come when he delivers. Then there is a soup, we call them a pepper soup or owo. Then we cook it with a native pot and fish. With that sweet pounded yam with smoke. When the woman delivers, we if the woman prepare a nice pepper soup for the woman, we
Please,
use
can you tell
uri.
me the things they use in preparing those things? Let me know whether it's the same thing because we cook that kind of pepper soup also.
Yeah, we use uriema.
Okay.
We call it uriema. We use ikposa. We use different spices to cook the pepper soup. Especially we put we call it ehebela here. That's
Yes.
catfish.
Refuge.
The catfish. We use it to prepare it and the ogiri.
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 You
Yeah,
put ogiri too? Okay.
ogiri.
We put
We use
oziza.
it.
They have oziza. You know the one they call
Yes,
oziza?
yeah, we call it oziza also. We put oziza.
Okay, beautiful. Mm.
Yeah, we call it oziza also. Every in the morning we
Mm.
prepare that food for that woman that just gave birth to a baby. Then spices that we mentioned now, it will help the woman to wash out the blood in
Okay.
the in the stomach. Then the mother will stay with her time 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
When the mother go, the husband mother can come because two of
Mm.
them, at times two of them will come. At times, maybe one will say, "You finish after you spend some months, I will still come and take care of my grand son or daughter." That is how we do it. At times 3 months, at times 6 months, then we spend there. When when the woman is coming home, that is the guest mother, the husband of the lady, he will buy him Holandi, buy him
Mm.
different type of rice, food, we compensate the so that because he comes to do Omugwo for his child. That is how we do it.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Before I ask question, I would like Oyibo, one of the Oyibo wife to give her own version of the story. So see the way you are smiling. Tell me, tell me, tell me. You want to talk from experience, please? Can we hear?
I will say I will say the little I know of.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh-huh. When a woman gave birth, the mother of the woman or the mother of the husband will visit to take care of the little baby and the new mother.
Mm.
So, taking care of the mother, they help the mother if it's the first time for the woman to have baby.
Mm-hmm.
The mother go to the bathroom with the new mother to
Yeah.
help her to massage the belly with
Mm-hmm.
hot, hot,
Hot water.
something like rag,
Uh,
but not really rag, a piece of cloth,
yeah.
like a baby napkin with
Mm-hmm.
hot water to press the stomach to help her
Mm-hmm.
release some blood.
Mm-hmm.
And she
Mm-hmm.
will also sit on hot water with salt inside,
Mm-hmm.
so that some blood will be dripping out.
Yes.
All those things to help her heal the wounds where the baby come out from. They
Okay.
take care of her. And she also help her to birth the baby, they massage the baby. They bring the hand back, they bring it forward. They bend the legs, make sure the
Mm.
leg is forward, bring it back like this. Then do some little baby massage. Then they press the navel with some things. They treat the navel with the one I noticed. There is one leaf they use, this thick green leaf. It's very thick.
What's the name? You don't know the name?
I don't know the name, but if I see the leaf, I know it.
I would like to
It's
know
very
it.
common
Yeah.
nearby the houses. Mostly
Mm.
houses where they plant flowers.
Okay.
This leaf is very common, thick,
Mm-hmm.
green. So they use this leaf. They normally put it on the fire. So when it burns, it brings out water. This water, they put it on the something. Then I saw my mother used to use it to rub the baby navel.
Mm-hmm.
You use it
Mm-hmm.
to rub the baby navel to make that rope, that
Yeah, that's
thing,
the
yeah, to
placenta.
fall
Yeah.
out fast. In 2 3 days, it's fall out. So they press it, they take care of the baby, all these things. She will stay maybe 2 3 months. Then when she's going, the husband will compensate her with some gift. The wife also will buy some Hollandis for the mother, will say thank you for take care of me and the baby, all these things. So it's an interesting thing anyway. I think it's the same culture everywhere, because I also see also in the our Nigeria movie. It's the same thing, it's the same culture. It's
It's
the
the
same
same cause.
culture
No,
anyway.
not everywhere. I think it's common among we the Biafrans, because I think I've seen other people, the way they do their own quite different also. The way they,
Different.
yes, yes. I've seen some few of them, but from what you are saying is the same thing we practice. Yeah. So it must be 3 months. Must it be 3 months? Is it?
Some people
Is
stay
there, is
more
there
than
a law in our land? No, before some, I know that some can stay 2 years, 3 years. People that travel abroad, some of them don't come back again. Now, but in our culture, do they really? In our culture, does it really have maybe princess? They say it must be 3 months. Our culture give them particular month where they go stay, even if you want
I
to.
don't think there is a particular month. Depends on how they want it.
We go
I
find,
don't think that I know.
out. Oh, we go find out. Oh.
You will find out. And one thing when I know, maybe if the woman, that express, the one I know is 3 months.
Yeah,
3 months
because
is
people
that.
only say 3 months. So we go find out why it be 3 months. Now, question where we go find out. We go research,
Because
why
the mother,
waiting make can be 3 months. Yeah, whether it gets some spiritual significance, why it must be 3 months. You understand?
But
so
in Europe,
I
some
think
say
because
1 year,
of
some say 6 months.
Yeah. So that's why I want to know why our own people say 3 months. Have you seen when they'll turn the baby's head and shake, shake, shake?
Yes, they carry
Why?
the both leg up. That
Why?
is when they're about they're taking the watching the baby after
Yeah,
bathing, when they massage the baby.
yeah,
They take the two legs up, the head down,
yeah.
then they shake a little.
So why do
Then
they do
they
that? Princess, can you tell us?
you know what they do that? They do it so that the bone will strong and they will not have full leg. It will not at times even the navel also they used to mix chalk or uzu, we call it owu. They
Uzu.
used to mix it also to
Mm,
put for the navel so
okay.
that the paracetamol form maybe 6 days.
Yeah.
And they massage the baby body because of so that the bone will strong, it will not, the hand will not fall like this. And there is another thing again that I noticed again. There when after when you give birth to a baby, you will take our mother they do it also. They will like to look the cry of the baby, the way it cry.
So,
If the cry is not normal, maybe sometimes some baby cry like this,
that
it
means
will not, the tongue will not break
they
off.
have to cut the tongue under.
Know that the tongue gone. Then you will use salt to cut it. With
mm,
me, I do it with my children also. You will use salt to cut the tongue.
so
Moment you cut,
when you rub salt there, you go cut.
yeah, you get the way you do it. Any person that maybe any not everybody will know how to cut it. Like me, I know how to cut it.
Okay.
Maybe when you notice that you will put salt, that sharp salt, not with the grounded, the other natural salt. You will use it, put it, raise the tongue, and do it two times like this. The thing will
Yeah.
cut. The blood will come out. When the baby sharp, you see the tune of the sharp
Wow.
change.
So
Yeah.
this thing came from our ancestors. Nobody, we didn't learn it from school. That tongue, that.
Yeah, it came from our ancestors because when you give birth to a baby, some of the baby they will cry well. That is why you see some of them they will become Samara, and you will see some because when the baby don't big, for them to cut it, it will
It's
difficult.
already late. Yeah.
Yes, that's
So
why you see some baby they don't fall.
my what marvels me when people are saying that we feel inferior, we think we don't know anything. Some of these things
Yeah,
our ancestors did. Who taught them? This is nature. This is natural
yeah,
wisdom. They were doing so. This shaking of head, they be shaking our head so that we will look strong. But some people now
yeah.
say shaking of that head. it will damage the brain. It is not good, people of this nature. But
Now, that's the English teaching. Nice English teaching is that. That's native way. The head will not shake. The head will strong very well.
wow, that's beautiful. There are so many things I want to ask. I see it when I was growing up. It's been there. For now, things are vanishing. Since our culture is getting away, we don't want it to get away. When we give birth in our culture, you see them bring powder. Why
Yeah.
powder? Waiting that in me. I go talk about
Happiness.
Unzo.
So,
Unzo. Keep leave
father,
Unzo.
father, father just it's just like a celebration that a good thing. That we have a good thing in our home now,
Mm.
like chop now. You know, if ancestors pray you with talk. If you, for example, let me put this example. Maybe somebody lie against you, you take an oath, you swear. If you are innocent, that is the ancestor, that is the ancestor will reward you with talk.
The
But
reward
the
will
person,
come.
yes,
Yeah.
it's just like that. So for them to know that he knew something, new that precious thing, glory, that is the newborn baby enter home. We have to follow the mother or the husband mother to rock that chop. And chop
It's a sign of
chop
happiness,
means peace. It means
celebration.
happiness in home. That is the meaning of that chop. And
Yeah.
if you give birth to a baby, that like the way I see some people that don't know how to bath baby because you
Okay.
will see
We will
baby.
get to the bathing of baby. You will now tell us how to our natural way of bathing baby, because I see
Yeah,
people bath baby anyhow, and they don't. There's a way they used to bath baby when we are small. I don't see those things again. But the powder and the Enzo, the white chalk, you call it white chalk, the Enzo. When a woman give birth, you see them buying. I don't know whether people still do it these days. They don't do it. Our culture is gradually going away, and you are saying it's blessing. You are saying that good things enter the house. The man that
yeah,
was praying for us this morning in this, the man that we shared, he shared that prayed for us, prayed for Umuada. He was talking about when ancestors give you chalk, it's a good thing. So that
yeah,
means chalk. We will. I don't. That thing. I see the chalk. The white. I think it's just to leak, and I don't even know it has a special meaning in our life. So, Ibo wife, you want
yeah.
to say something about the chalk and the powder? Do you have powder or white chalk? Because we are talking about newborn baby. They rub it on
Yes,
their neck.
yes.
Yeah.
When you
With
We,
have
man,
a news, normally we use powder or we use the white chalk already.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's
put
white
powder.
chalk.
You rub. Yeah,
If
rub
you
on
don't
your
have
neck.
white chalk, you can use
Mm.
powder. When you had the news that this sister have given birth to, or your daughter that got married have given birth to, or
Yeah.
your son is now a father,
Yeah.
you take the powder and begin to happy. You pour in your hand and you say, neighbors come,
Yeah.
oh,
Yes. So
I'm now a grandmother, or I'm now a grandfather. You
yes.
give your neighbor, they rub too, they're happy with you. That
Yeah,
is
rub. Yeah, and I didn't have my powder here. I was supposed to, as we are talking, we show them how we rub
I
powder. So,
forgot to
yeah,
put
we put, yeah.
yeah, we put yes. Once you are leaving the person's house, they know the people will know that you went to a place that they
You
just gave
went to
birth.
celebrate with
You went to
somebody.
celebrate with somebody and you are coming out.
Yes.
Oh my God. And it's a very beautiful culture. Why is it
And
fading?
that is very
Why is
beautiful.
it fading
And
away?
that chalk too is also used to pray as well. Not
Yes.
only
Pray for
for,
the baby. Yeah.
yeah, you pray for the baby, you pray for people. And it's a
Wow.
lot of things. That white chalk do a lot of things. It's for happiness, it's for prayer, things like that.
Okay.
And yeah, it
Wow.
goes along, it
It
goes
goes.
on
So,
and
but
on.
nowadays, our culture is going. I know. I can remember the last time I saw this when somebody give birth. You see powder. You see when you come to the house. There's a powder. There's chalk. Also, these days you don't see it. People don't do it. Even people that are abroad, they don't do it. Why? Why are we ashamed of ourselves? Why?
Only the people that come from Africa feel this way. Why I said so? Because the Indian, when you have an Indian friend, for
Mm-hmm.
example, the ladies, Indian lady, if you mistakenly escort her home or she invites you to her house, I'm talking of Indian lady.
I've been friends with some of them. I've
Yes,
visited them.
you
I
will
know what
see a
you're
side
saying.
of their house, they have these Buddhists. Is there.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, the Hindus God is
Yeah.
always by the side of their door or by the side of their living room or by the middle table in their living room. And if you notice, before she that invites you, before she will sit down, she will make something like this before she sit down. That is their God. But we Africa, we are ashamed of our own. Why?
And we are ashamed of our all we're talking about is even our ancestors, with our bloodline, where we come from.
It's
The
our
people that the
hiding,
people
but we
that
are
brought
ashamed
us
of
to this
it.
world.
Before I thought it's only Nigeria that are used to this. Even a lady that come from Mali, see his own Mali woman who wear Mali dress during the summertime. He said this woman is the village woman. I say why? He said because look at what she's wearing. It's what we wear in Mali, she's wearing in Switzerland. I say it doesn't mean this is summertime. You can wear anything, your traditional cloth. This is the right time to wear it. It's your tradition. He said no, 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 no. I say this is a village woman. I say you see, you are throwing your culture away. He said what do I mean? I said that is your culture. I said me, I have Nigeria dress at home.
Are you a Nigeria? Biafran dress. Wanda.
No,
Wanda.
I make her to understand that because
Okay.
she is a Mali.
She doesn't
She's
yeah.
laughing at her sister who wear
Yeah.
their Mali dress in summertime. So
Wow.
I
Wow.
remember that. So I'm telling her that no, it's good. Me too. I have clothes from my land. I have
Mm-hmm.
it at home too. I wear it sometimes. It's not a village thing. It's a good thing. I say, you see the Chinese people who come here to school because we have a university here in my city. I say,
Yeah.
you see them in the summertime, they wear this baggy trouser. I say, that is Chinese cloth. It's not Swiss cloth. You see them? They wear it. In summertime, you see the Chinese wear their dress. They go to school with it. I say, that is Chinese cloth. That is their land cloth. So you should be happy with your land cloth during the summertime. You wear it and use it to change the English wear sometimes.
So what you are saying, we are ashamed of ourselves. That is why even
Yes,
in the
not
foreign
only
land,
we. Before I was thinking is we. It's only we. Our only the people that come from the zoo that are say they our clothes are local.
yeah, and you know,
It's all African.
yeah, it's not
Africa don't want to
no,
embrace their
they
culture.
have lost it. It's the reason that we are here. People will give birth in home right now. You
Mhm.
don't see powder, you don't see chalk. Some of them, their mothers don't even come for Mubo anymore. They don't. All those things I used to see as they've passed away. I don't know how they birth children. I don't know. They don't do it in our cultural way of doing things. Things are fading away. And you know, it's the reason we are here to make sure we don't forget all these things.
Mhm.
To make
Culture is
sure,
very important, no matter where you find yourself.
yeah. Some people
Whatever
will,
you
some
believe,
people will give
whatever you
back.
are used to in your land,
Okay, okay,
practice
no.
it anywhere you find yourself. Don't say because you are in Europe or you are in another man's land, you will throw your culture away. It's very bad.
There's a portion I read in the Bible when God was telling the children of Israel, wherever you are, carry Jerusalem in your heart.
Yes.
Wherever you are, carry your tradition. That's exactly what it means. Don't forget who
Yeah.
you. Don't forget where you're coming from. Oh my God. So now this beautiful culture of these little things we've discussed here is no more in existence. And if we don't do anything as fast as we can now, by the end of 3 or 4 or 5 years, everything will be forgotten. And we will be wandering around the
Not
whole.
everybody. Oh. Some
No,
people are very cultured deep inside them. No matter what
yeah,
anybody
but yeah,
say,
but
they still do
when
it
they do
in
it
their
at home,
house.
when they do it at home, it's an individual thing. But this one we are coming out to say it and tell people that we have a culture, especially when women give birth. This is what we do. This is the kind of food we eat. This is why we are talking about. You people have told me the soup we drink. A lot of people, the white people don't drink it. We do drink that thing so it can remove blood, both from the back and both from blood clotting. And our people, I'm sorry to say this, some of people I met where I came from, where I came, where we were living before, most of them were dying of blood clotting. Why were they dying of blood clotting? They came to a foreign land, they will give birth, and this our pepper soup we drink for women. This kind of pepper soup you drink, you put all these things to bring out blood. They think our mothers were doing it because they are village people. No, they were doing it because it's medicinal. So a
Yes.
lot of these ladies, they will give birth and they will not drink anything. And the one like that went to the hospital and just went to check herself, came back. Bringing her out was bringing her corpse, her dead body. The doctor said that her blood was so clotted. She has given back to
But
two
it's
children.
also the daughter fault because even here, undermining if you don't even take pepper soup, before you go home, they make sure that everything is clean inside you.
It depends on the country where the person is staying. So I said, where I came,
Anybody
yeah.
I saw
So
that went to deliver here,
no, she delivered, and she just, it was not after she had delivered that this thing happened. It's after she delivered many years ago. So years after her delivery. So she said she was feeling somehow. She took herself to the hospital only for her dead body. What her friend that escorted her saw was her dead body that they brought out. And the doctor was saying it was blood clots, that her blood was clotted so much. And she had to die. So all those are medicine that ancestors were doing. God gave them that wisdom and gave them the blessing. Some of them, he gave them the blessing of even delivering women, child. They deliver, they help in the delivery. They didn't go to school to study it. It's just a God-given gift. The same way God gave them that gift, that when women, your daughters give birth, give them this soup to help cleanse them. So our tradition, everything we do have a purpose, have significance. It's not that our ancestors do it because they are primitive people. They live in the village, they're in the bush. No. If we had opportunity to see them face to face, they would have told us why they were doing all those things and the reason they were doing all those things. You understand? Now I've talked about the powder and the chalk. Yes, I know that you have answered to the best of your knowledge, but I know that there are much more reasons that they use this chalk and this zo and the white powder to welcome people, because they still use it when a woman wants to get married. You share powder in my village. You share powder. You share all those cream to all the people to tell them that your daughter is about to get married. They do that also.
it's also for good tidings.
Yes, so we have so many reasons. So I would like Princess to tell us how we bet our babies and why we do the things we do. Because when you are talking, you said you bet the baby, you shake it, you do this. Please tell us, because there's something Oyibo wifey said about that leaf. That leaf, I'm interested. I want to know what it is and why they use it for the navel. But tell us how we bet our babies, and there's a way we put leg and we bet the babies. And please, can you tell us
Yes,
how
now.
and why?
You know, when woman gives birth to baby, maybe there are many things that contact with the baby's body. Some of people in the hospital, they cannot bath it very well. When you carry the baby home, you take black soap, our native soap. Then
That
you
black
take
soap, is it not harsh for the baby? It's not
no,
too. Why will we use that? What does it do to the body of the
but
baby? I would like to ask you a question.
our native soap,
Mm.
which is a natural, it's a leaf, it's a fruit. Let me say that native soap, you can do it with banana, back of banana something, you can
Mm.
burn it and do it, and you can use cassava root also,
Mm.
and you can dry when you peel after you pick cassava, you can use the back, you dry it and burn it and do the
Mm.
soap. So hard to do. Then you see that native soap it's natural. There is no chemical. It cannot harm the baby, cannot give anything to the baby.
Okay.
That soap and our native oil, you will use it, palm oil.
Okay.
Use it to rub the baby's head, inside teeth, inside mouth, and then ear, all the whole corner of it. For the evening, inside any
For
you
what?
can use.
Why do you use the oil to rub everywhere?
You know why? Because there are some people now, when you near them, no matter the person,
Okay.
you
The people that have body odor.
hold on, they don't bath them when they burn them.
Okay.
That's the reason. You have to bathe them with that evening. And if my grandchildren now, I use native oil to bathe them, and that before their mother will have the baby. Maybe between 1 month to 9 months, I will order all those things. I will tell them to cook for me. That is the thing I will use to bath the baby. Then when you use all those native soap, bath the baby inside ear, teeth, that's odor. That's a odor. There are so many at times when I pass somebody now, maybe just pass mama, you will hear that odor. Because of when they born the baby, they will not bath it, the mother will not bath it well. That is why you see when it grows, any small thing you will hear some kind.
The oil that you're saying, that's the one we call a laco. That one they use a palm kernel to do it. Is it the oil you are
Yes,
talking about? The
Palm
one that
kernel oil.
that black
no,
oil.
Use that's the seed oil.
Yes, from
The one
the
you
palm
break out
kernel.
of the palm kernel, the
And they
seed.
call it a laco.
That black oil.
there are many
You,
to bath
you
it.
use it also in your side. You use that a laco.
Yes, they
Yes,
use it for
Wow.
somebody with convulsion.
Yes,
you
we
can
use
use
it.
palmoil,
Hey,
you can
we
use
have
backbone, you can use ude, we call ude, very black. You can use it. Moment you use it to rub the baby, after you use it to rub the baby, then
yeah.
you will take black soap to bath the baby. When you use it for 7 days to that baby, everything will clear.
Wow.
You don't hear any odor, anything. Even
Wow.
the tongue, use the oil to wash the tongue. Everything will wash away.
We'll wash away.
Yeah.
So continue. Have you finished?
Now, ask another question. Finish
Okay, so
that.
that's another question.
Yeah.
Wow, 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 wow. Yes, what I'm asking you, I might not know but the things I saw growing up, that's what I'm asking. And now, at a time, you'll be betting the baby, and the baby will do, and they say cut a little thread from a cloth. You should put it on top of the baby's head. Why do our grandmothers used to do that? Why do they do
Yes,
that? And the thing
yes,
will all of a sudden stop.
Yeah.
yes. Because when the baby, when and maybe after finish food, or maybe at times when you carry the baby, at times you will be doing like that.
Yeah.
You will just take
Yeah.
any of
Pick up.
any come out from your wrapper or from the baby's dress, you just put it. It will stop.
It's our tradition, but I really want to know because I kept asking that question. Why? Because it was actually working and it's still working. Why do
Yeah,
we do that? Why do we do it?
it's because it's a
I grow
tradition.
up to be that they're doing it.
It's just because we don't ask questions. If
That is
and even
the
we were asking
that
questions, we would have known why they were doing it, and I don't think we would be stopping. We were going to be stopping all that they taught us. Our problem is that we never ask questions, and that is why we allowed good things to be slipping out of our hands, and we are suffering
yeah,
for nothing. So my people suffer for lack of knowledge. Some
yeah,
of the things we spend too much money, we might not be spending much money. It's just one thing we should do, take from our backyard or do what our ancestors did. But we didn't ask them questions, and fortunately, some of us don't know it, and our children don't know it, and they are going to be suffering in silence, or they will die for nothing if we don't bring these things back and ask. This all of these questions we don't know the answer. We are going to look for people that will answer us. Why is it that when children are doing hiccup or having hiccup, they put that in on their head? We are going to find out why. We have to find out all those things in newborn baby. Yes.
Now,
Yes.
there is another thing again. Maybe when you give birth to a baby, you have the brain will be, there are some parts of it from his head. You soft. The thing will be bouncing like this.
Yes.
At times you will see the baby body is sporting. When you check it, the thing will stop.
Okay.
The thing will stop. There is a leaf that you will squeeze. Put it in that baby.
So what's the name of the leaf? Because people watching now will want to find out what is, because they want to be helping themselves. What's the name of the leaf?
At times, the one that I use for me, when my grandmother, we call it Ojobohi.
So what?
Ojobohi.
Maybe in our own dialect we will know what it's called also.
Yeah. That Ojobohi, you will feed the skin. When you feed the skin, my grandmother teach me.
Okay.
When you feed it, then you will go to, there is something that you use to grind something in the village. We call it uro. You will turn the uro upside down, then you grind that Ojobohi there. And you put 7 alligator peppers. When you put it, you grind it. When you see the baby's body is hurting, you touch the brain, it's not moving. Then that's Ojobohi. You will grind it with the 7 alligator peppers. Moment you put it, between 15 minutes, you will see the baby head will be bouncing up again. And there are another one again, very simple, where my grandmother teach me. If you see the baby head is not bouncing again, maybe you live in a Western world or anywhere, even the time, maybe I'm not seeing that to Ojobohi, I will go and buy camphor. When I buy camphor, I will carry this thing, what do they call it in English? This thing that they use, hey, look at it, here. I have it here. This.
What's that?
I forget the name in English.
It looks like
like what?
It looks like fat oil, but it's not fat oil.
Ori, shea butter.
Shea butter, yeah.
Okay. We call it ori. Shea butter.
You will look for 3 camphor.
That thing is powerful.
Huh?
That shea butter is powerful.
Yeah, you will look for 3 camphor, you grind it, put shea butter, put it in the baby's face. The thing will work.
So your grandmother taught you this, and she's not a medical doctor.
There is another one again. That one called Ikpakwe. And Ikpakwe, what is it? I don't know the name in English.
Okay.
They call it Ikpakwe. That one, you will take it 3. Burn it. When you burn it, you grind it. Then you put native oil. You carry ogiri, where they use to cook soup.
Yeah.
You put it. You put 7 alligator peppers. Put it also to make the baby okay.
Wow. So what you are trying to say in effect that these our ancestors, grandmothers, our Asian people, this medical school that people are going these days, they didn't even enter that class, they didn't even know anything about it, but look at what they are doing, look at what they taught us, and it costs nothing. It costs nothing. Then why do our people choose to follow the hard paths?
Our custom is natural.
It's natural. Why do they choose to follow the hard paths? And when you tell them to to their culture. They say it's a fetish, it's demonic. I don't want to do tradition, you know. Our people should learn. And that is why we're here. We are going this topic. I know that you have discussed in how it's done in your in Idu Igodomigodo in Biafra land. And I will be inviting somebody that also they will discuss from the Igbo speaking part of Biafra to come and give us details of how we give birth and how we do Omugwo. And we are going to ask questions, ask the people questions, and we're going to have our mothers, our aged mothers, coming up here to tell us things and also show us the things they use in bringing us up and the kind of food we do. Can't you see the way we reason and the way the children of these days reason? Can't you see? Yes. So, and I don't know why our people are ashamed of this rich culture. I don't know why they are ashamed of this rich culture. You can see how our bodies are, our men are. You know, where the country where I lived, when they want to give example, they say, please, I want to those, you know, they call them Nigeria. I say those, the way the Nigerian men, the way they look, we like their bodies, the way they look. That is why how I want my son to look like. Is the way we were giving birth to, the way we are treated or taken care of when we were small, and the kind of food we were eating. These days, you see our children, even both male and female, they look so fragile. You can't see that madness in them anymore. So please, our culture shouldn't go. Our culture shouldn't go. Although, even wife, I don't know whether you want to say anything about the topic, the child bearing and the Omugwo thing. You have so much thing you want to say?
What do I have to say again? We already say almost everything.
We have already saw almost everything.
Almost
Yes,
everything.
yes, yes. And what do we tell our people? How do we encourage them and for us to go back to the way we used to, especially the young growing daughters that we have? That everybody think. I know somebody that is very funny. She says she cannot give birth in at home. That giving birth at home is very risky. So she always wants her husband to take her abroad to go and give birth. And we have such daughters. I thought like that also. I said I wasn't going to give birth if I'm living in the zoo. I said it was going to be risky. I said to myself, I'm a very fragile human being, so I don't lose my life. You know, I thought like that before, and I know that we have some of our daughters there also because of the poor facilities of the hospitals where I have at home. Some of them now feel that the only way to be safe to give birth is to come to the Western world to give birth. How are we going to encourage our daughters for them to know that everything we're looking for? And also our mothers, the age mothers, for them to start telling their children the best way to be safe, that is better. The things they have to eat, they have to prepare themselves, how they prepare their children, to tell them, you know, before even your daughter give birth. Mothers those days used to be the midwife for their to their children. They are the midwife, they are the doctor to their children. Every sign they will tell you this is how it is, this is why it's like this. So now, do we still have old women that can be telling our children this is the way we used to do it that time? I'm not saying people should not go to medical care, but at least we have to start going back to our culture. Yeah, with what we know now and the things that our ancestors knew, if you can mix the two together, I think we will do more than we will do exploit. We'll be wonderful. We will blow the mind of everyone in this earth, in this world. So you wanted to say something. What should we be telling our daughters? That we have a culture that is rich. We have a culture that they should also go back to, even though they want to learn. I'm not saying you should not learn the new things. You shouldn't learn the new technology, the new development. I just saw on television yesterday, they were televising showing how robots will be helping you to give birth and operate you. Not human being again.
God forbid.
I saw it now, so we are getting there. Robots.
No. I will not advise anybody to allow robots to come and practice with his or her life with. No. If you talk of robots,
Okay.
Operating robot to go and do something for you.
Do surgery
That
for
one is
you.
okay.
That's
But
what they
not
are
with your
advertising.
life.
No, they were advertising it.
Giving
Robot will be
birth. No, no, no,
we
no,
are
not
saying no.
robot.
That was when what our ancestors did when they heard that you take our doctors to the hospital, you cut their tummy and bring out baby and all. They said no, 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 my children will not do that. But today we are doing it.
Yes.
Like you're saying, God forbid, a lot of people will be so excited to do
No,
it.
with robots, no, it's risky.
No,
But,
my sister, Umuada, listen, you know why things, all those things where people are like, where our people like to come to Europe to give birth to a baby, it's not their fault because we don't have a good hospital.
yes.
Yeah.
We don't have, and then we forget our tradition. I remember when I got my first pregnancy, my grandmother called me. When he called me, he went to bush, when he invited me, he sent my mother to call me. When I go there, he went to bush to go and look for some back of wood. When he bring it, he tell me to pound. He put the thing inside mortar. There is a mortar that he used to do something for pregnancy women. He say I should. He wants to know whether my baby is a girl or is a boy.
So they can do that. They can do that.
Yes, yes. Then he put the wood, the back, almost the back of wood. He showed me all the wood. He almost several type of back of wood. Then I put it in the mortar. I started pounding it. Then he went. When I pound it, he said I should remove cloth in my stomach. Then I wear black underwear. He said I should remove that black underwear. I remove it. Then I tie wrapper like this. Then I put the mortar and started pounding it. Then he go and bring snake. You know snake, Congo meat. When he bring
What?
the snake,
Snail, snail.
Congo meat.
Okay, okay, snail. Okay.
Yeah.
When he bring it, he did not break it from this. He just cut the head like this.
Yes, yes.
He put the water inside the mortar. Say I
Okay.
should pound it. Then I
Okay.
found it. I found it one. I found it like this when the water is entered from the snake egg. When he said I should pound it, I found it. He said I should pound it again, I found it. He said I should do it again, I do it. Ah, he laughed. When he laughed, he carried the snake up. He tell me, he say, I'm going to have twins.
Twins.
Yeah. He say one boy, one girl. That's
Okay.
just my.
So, but did you have
When,
twins?
yes, when
You had twins that time?
yes, that is my first children, my twins, my first
Wow.
pregnant. Then
Wow.
when I
So no,
when I
before you go further, that means our gift is supernatural. Now God give
yeah
us that thing. And
yeah
why are we throwing that thing away? Now people go to scan and see what is inside the tummy. Somebody will just do it.
No,
My question now
people.
is that is it everybody that was supposed to do it that time, or your grandmother was giving that gift? Maybe
no
that's what it was. She giving that gift, special gift, or all those any grandmother can do that and find out what is inside your tummy. You
no
get my
maybe
question?
that grandmother is giving pregnant. If you want to pray, maybe
Okay, she has a
she
gift of helping people to
yes
deliver. Okay,
yes
let me call her. God gave her that gift. She's a midwife. She's a doctor.
everything yeah because if a woman for
Oh,
example
she was. Is she still
for
alive?
example you come to
No.
our family
Is
to
she still
marry a
alive?
daughter, a man come to our family to marry a
We
daughter.
can't hear you.
He
Okay.
said that girl before any other thing, before they will take cola or before they will take anything from the man, go and bring the man sperm for him to know whether whether he will be able to pregnant you.
A woman.
Then yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Wow. Hey.
When you bring the sperm to him, he will throw it like this on the wall. Ah, when it stops, he will say yes, this man will pregnant you. If
Wow.
the sperm go to
No,
the wall
please
like
don't
this,
go. That should be another topic. Oh, don't go. We are not talking about the we are talking about now, she was able to do a scanning. She scanned you and she did that scan. I said, well, let's not talk that one. That particular one is another topic.
Okay.
Yeah, it's another topic you are going to discuss. I'm writing it down. Let's go back to what
you said we are throwing our supernatural culture away. They are not throwing it away. You know, in Africa, when a woman is getting pregnant, they hide it until it grows, until the tummies come out.
Yeah.
But now these days in Europe, they even 1 month, 2 months, they are now sick before it even come out. You understand? But some people, majority, is still in the culture of keep yourself until it grows out. So we didn't throw the culture away. When you talk about,
I'm just hearing this one. Our culture is going that we can do scanning. Our ancestors were doing scanning.
When Sister Princess was saying that her mother was able to tell her the sex of her baby and the set of twins, how they are going to be like, you said, oh, that is nice, but they are throwing the culture away. No, they are not throwing it away.
No, I know.
Very good.
I hope so.
It is very good, but these days everybody is afraid. You understand? That is why in Africa, when a woman is getting pregnant, they hide it until everybody can see that something is there.
Even if he's hiding it, at least the husband and wife can go to the hospital and say they want to get scanned. Please scan and tell us. Now, if our ancestors were scanning those days, somebody can privately go and, okay, if Princess grandmother is still alive, I don't know whether she's still alive. If she's still alive, and I can go there and say, Mama, please, I want to know the sex of my baby. Only me can go there. She can scan and tell me. So I've never heard of this before, and I'm hearing it for the first time. So this scanning we are seeing now, and people are getting carried away. Our ancestors were doing these things naturally.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you know we are a special breed? We are a different breed. And why are we suffering? Because we left.
English people use hand to look at the stomach.
Of ourselves.
Africa use hand to look at the stomach.
Yeah, I know that. I know that
it with their hand.
When the stomach is not well balanced, they set it.
Yeah, they set it.
You go and pay. Oh my God. So please, let me not cut Princess. Princess, go ahead. Then she told you and found out that you're going to have you're going to have twins, a boy and a girl. You were continue.
Then he gave me that when he told me everything, then he gave me some medicine that I will be eating.
What kind of medicine, please? Is it tablets from hospital or
native medicine? Those when they cook it and drink, is special for only the pregnant woman.
Yeah, there is one. You know this mold house. You know there is in Africa we have mold house, ordinary house.
Mold houses, yeah.
Our farm to mold. Then my grandmother that day he take me to the house. Then he will tell me dig this thing in the wall in the house. Then I will dig it. He dig many things. All of them they are just like a native pot. He dig something for the wall, like for the mold house. Then after he dig it, he carry those things. He put it in a native pot also. He burn it. When he burn it, then he say I should pound it. I pound it. Then later he bring Olo, that is echo. We call it echo. Olo.
How is I know what we call it? We know what you are saying, and maybe I will know what it is in Igbo language.
Echo is that thing that is like stone that women eat. That a lot of pregnant women eat it. I don't eat it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I love it. Then,
okay, that thing it grant it with that thing that you pick in the mold house.
Yeah.
Grant it. Then he tell me when your stomach is 8 months, you will start to eat it every morning.
Why?
Put it to your mouth, and swallow it with water.
Did she tell you the reason? Did she tell you the reason?
Yes.
Why?
They tell me the reason. Then it gives me from 6 months because my stomach was 6 months before I went there. He tell me I should eat this one, different half. He said I should eat this one, this 6 months, 7 months this, 8 months this, 9 months this. Okay. Then it gives me all the medicine. Then I take it the way he tell me to take it. Then when I did it, he tell me in the morning before I should not allow the baby to wake up before I get up from bed.
The baby in the tummy?
Yes.
Wow.
He said I should not allow the baby to get up. He said, give me in the morning, maybe from that kind of from 5 o'clock, or I should get up first. This is
Okay.
what I think. Let me just walk inside parlor. Sit down a little bit, then I go back to bed again.
What, did she tell you the reason? I want to know also.
I
Because
asked the reason, say because if the baby wake up before me, I will sick.
wow.
You go sick.
Wow.
Yeah. He say that day I will not be sick. All my body, I will be pretty. Maybe if somebody give me food, maybe the food everywhere will be smell. He say because the baby wake up first before me.
Wow.
When I
Wow.
ask her, what tell me everything. Then there is a lady again. That lady was pregnant.
Uh-huh.
When that lady is pregnant, then the lady started seeing blood.
Okay.
Then the girl was afraid. Then I take the lady to my grandmother.
Okay.
My grandmother said, this baby he just give her the thing to plant again. He said, this baby want to come down. Want
Okay.
to say, no, we will not allow it. That night that we got there, he went to suicide bush. He went to go and pick one thing, just a root. When he pick her, he keep fly, ordinary fly. When he keep the fly, he tied. I forgot the number that he tied. He tied it in the rope. He said he tied it in the woman waist. After he tied it, he said the day that your stomach will be complete 9 months, is that day you will lose this rope. Tell me, my daughter, please, let this. How many months is your baby? Then my grandmother looked the stomach. He tell her, this is the month your baby has. The woman said, yes, exactly. He said, day you will complete 9 months. Is that day you will lose rope. If you did not lose it, the baby will not come out.
Okay.
Then that after 2 days we spoke. Then we started living. The girl even forgot. Then I remember I called the girl. I said, your stomach is not past 9 months. He said, let me check. When he counted, he said, I just kept and find scissors. I caught it.
Okay.
When I
The
caught it,
thing past 9 months because she never lose them. The baby still
no, he
there.
never looked at it.
Oh
Then
God.
when I caught her, that very day the girl delivered the baby.
Can you imagine?
The baby.
Can you imagine this? And when oh my God, oh my God.
Many months things. When
Yes,
our
but
ancestors,
that thing is for people who always get miscarried.
yeah,
Yeah.
Keep the baby
Hey.
yeah,
for
Wow.
to the right time.
that God blessed us with our ancestors.
God
But
bless
we are
us, oh, and we are turning our back on them, and that's why we are suffering. We are suffering. We are suffering. I've learned a lot today, and I hope a lot of people listening to us have learned a lot. And people
yeah,
that are
We will
not able to
listen
watch our
later.
video, they have to share this video, have to learn. It's good we go back to the way we used to be before. And that is the solution to our problem. And that is the solution to all the predicament we are going through. No matter what we do, let's go back to how we used to live before.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Chukwokika Mama gave all of us this kind of supernatural blessings that no other race on earth has that. And we are the one that are using our hands to destroy all that is given to us. And we keep
Yes, so
crying and we keep praying and praying year in, year out. Our mothers, they did the prayers till they die. They never got the answer to what they were looking for. I knew that something was wrong because I started praying like the way my mother used to pray, and things were still getting hard. I said, what is going on here? Am I going to still pray and pray, and also at the end of the day, I will not get answers to what I'm looking for, and also die one day, and then my children will continue to say, no, there must be something going wrong somewhere. There's something we're not doing right. Dear friends, there's something we're not doing right. Even in our freedom, the freedom we're looking for, there's something we're not doing right. Look at the stories surrounding how we give birth. Yes, that princess is saying here, grandmother, that's the great grandmother of a princess. She didn't go to any medical school. It's just a natural gift. And those days, they will just enter the bush and they will get a leaf for whatever they want, and they give it to you, and you'll be okay. Are we not a blessed people? That's why I call ourselves. I call, even though we don't know, I say we are the blessed people of the beloved country, beloved land, Biafra.
yeah.
Yes, this is who we are. I don't know whether we have any other thing. Before we leave, because we are going to just to 2 hours, we're going to spend teaching our people for today. Any advice we need to tell our people? I will start with you, Ibo Wifey, because this suffering is for just for nothing. This suffering
Yeah.
is for
The
nothing.
advice I will tell my people, if you are the type that is used to traditional ways, please don't throw it away.
Of
It's
course,
very important.
of course.
There are things we look common, which is very important to us that we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
The white people, the English people, they only come to give us the opposite of what we already know.
Of
The
course.
only difference is that they use equipment and
Yeah,
we use natural things, which is very, very active. We don't leave it local. It's not local.
yeah.
Yeah, like I'll make example like with the Indian lady that invite me to her house. If it were to be either for an African woman now that have that image in their house,
They will say, Ibo Wife
the
is
other
worshiping
person
Juju.
that come to visit her will say this lady is a juju woman,
Yes,
and whereas is the thing she believe. She invited me there. She give me seat to sit. As I sit down, before she herself will sit down, she already made this before she sit down. But for me, it's nothing. It's a belief. You understand? We should not be throwing all these things, our culture
yeah,
into here. It's very important to us. Not all of them are fetish. They are symbol of our identity. And these things you might not know, nobody might tell you. They're the ancestors of your family, of your origin. By you doing this thing, is happy that you don't forget him or her that is watching you spiritually. Is
yeah,
happy with you when you do this thing. They are following you, but you don't know. You say, I beg this na traditional thing. I beg this na African thing. Who told you that? Then who are you? If you are putting all these things aside, are you not an African? So we shouldn't be neglecting our culture. It is very, very important. It is very, very, it does not stop you to going to your church. It does not stop you to make your own prayer, but culture first is very important. So one thing I will tell you people today, don't throw culture into thin hair. And if you are having baby, if you have the opportunity to bring your mother with you, please do it. If you are having baby in Africa, if your mother know the traditional way, please let her do it. It's more safer.
yeah.
Before you carry the English type, let your mother perform the traditional way, then you can complete it with the English way.
Thank,
Although our African country these days, many people have forgotten the traditional way. Although you can still come if you have the opportunity to come and have your baby in Europe, you have your baby in Europe.
Even if you have a baby in Europe, what stops you from performing the ritual we do, like the powder, the enzo, all those the way we go about it?
They
Why
do
do
it
we
here as
forget to do?
well. They do it too.
Yeah, yeah. If
They
some
do
people are
it
doing it,
too.
if some people
Even
are
in
doing it,
this year, when somebody
I'll be
give
glad to
birth,
hear it.
the
I'll
news
be
go
very
round,
glad.
you will see people come out on live video putting the powder.
I will love
Hey,
it.
they put it on the forehead, put it on the neck. Say, hey, this is
We're
time I'm giving birth
encouraging
to.
people.
They flash out
We
picture.
want to
People
see more
greet.
of it.
People
We
say
want to see more of
congratulations.
it. Yeah, we want to see more of it.
Yeah, it's happening. That
Yeah,
one is for sure. That one is for sure.
I'm
But
happy about that.
the other aspect, please, if your mother knows traditional way, let her apply it before the English way. Yeah, no one is irrelevant. All is relevant. All is good. All is important. That is my advice to anybody who is an expectant or already about to give birth, or you are with
Yeah,
your mother, or you are planning to come to Europe. Whichever way you want to do, please don't ever forget culture as well. It's very important. Thank
very,
you.
very important. Thank you so much. Beautifully and wonderfully said. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Our culture is number one. The other
Yes.
ones can come. Yes, please don't forget who you are. This is who we are. Let's be proud of ourselves. Honestly, let's be proud of ourselves. So I'll come to you, Princess. Please, what are you telling our people concerning what they are doing with our culture? Beautiful cultures. Look at the things you were saying. It didn't even cost your grandmother anything. It didn't even cost
No.
that lady anything, to do. Everything is in our land. Like I was discussing with one of my brothers, he said, our problem is not even money. He said, everything is in my language, ordinala. The money you are looking for is in that land. The husband you are looking for is in that land. The food we are looking for is in that land. Technology you are looking for is in that land. That is called ordinala. When you left or you decided to leave what is in the land and you are looking for it elsewhere, you think you can come to another man's country and take what is ordinala in their own country? It's not like that. Even if you are getting it, you're going to suffer to get it. So, Princess, we are living our ordinala, the thing that is in our land, which is our culture, the way we give birth, the way we have been taken care of, the natural way of taking. I told you how somebody died of blood clotting because she didn't take all this pepper soup. Maybe she saw herself in a foreign land. She saw the way they were doing it, and it cost her life, and she left the little children like that and left. It was a very sad incident then. Please, what are you advising our people? That our culture is not completely useless, it's not fetish. Please talk to our people, especially the people that have listened to us today.
Now, my people, may we all go back to our culture, because when you look these white people, they get their culture when they.
Mhm.
There is a friend that I have here in Spanish.
Yeah.
When he get, he's a Nigerian girl, when he gave birth to his son, inside the hospital, the mother-in-law, because he married a white boy, a
Yeah.
white man, the mother-in-law shout. He said the husband father don't come.
Wow.
Then
That means
I asked,
she's talking about reincarnation.
Yeah.
then,
The white woman.
eh,
Okay.
then I asked the woman, you mean your husband father, he don't come back? He say yes. This boy, when they born now, his husband father.
Mhm.
I said, so people believe in incarnation? He said yes. He said they believe. Okay, the people, the white people, where we they follow. Because of that, we know even to learn our children, our language.
Hmm.
Any person when they speak English now, Now that one be the best for my eye. That's when it's broken with our language. You not go school. My people, you when it can't go school for Europe, waiting me when not go school no for our culture. You don't know us.
Wow.
Please, I dey beg everybody, let we go back to our culture. I wish we really follow the things of our century father. This fight when we dey fight for our land,
Yeah.
it no go come.
Yeah.
Hausa Fulani no go come to our land to collect our things. And England people no go come to our land to dictate for us, collect our things. No. Now because we embrace them for their English speaking. We tell them say they look so good more than our culture. And they take over our culture to their land.
Yeah.
They take many of our things to their land. They use it do many things for their children. They use it do many things for their people. Our ancestors they carry us to their land. But we when it get the things, when they use the sea road, when they use the manufacture many things, we do start to follow them. We abandon our own. And a part of our own they use carry from us. My people, then we go back to our tradition. That is why I see all the whole ancestors get up. Because if we continue like this, the children when we be born now, when we be born for the Western world, they will suffer.
Yeah, of course.
They will suffer. We get mind to follow Mediterranean people. But those children when we be born here, they don't get that mind. They don't get that. Please, my people. You see that waiting our century father they do before. Now here they say our work day. Now here we will take progress for our land. Then we go back to our tradition. Then we go back to our culture. So that waiting we will stand. Our land we will collect our souls when we carry our
Very
land.
easy. With our culture, with our tradition, we
Our
easily
culture
carry it.
will collect everything is there. Now the word of our ancestors is that. That's what they want now. My people, please, may we go back to our culture. May we see whether our generation, our children, when we be born, their lives will change. Even the people where they collect our culture will even surprise. Let us go back to our culture so that waiting we lost for so many century years, make it come back to us.
Yeah, it's it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Princess. Thank you. You said it all. Thank you so much. And will I say I'm afraid or it's sad because I'm already me personally. I'm enjoying all that my beautiful sisters, Umuada, have discussed here today. And I know that people that will watch this program also later will appreciate you all. I'm saying it's sad and I'm afraid we are going to end the program. But before we leave, I want to let you know your tradition is who you are. You cannot separate yourself from your tradition. Your tradition is what you met in that land you were born. The thing is ordinary. It was there before you were born. Your ancestors lived peacefully with all those cultures in the land. And you met that culture and you decided to say it's evil. You would decide to say that your ancestors are evil. But these same ancestors are the one that you inherited the land, the farmland that you are selling today. They are the one that bought those land and kept for you. The landed property you are abusing today, allowing Fulani to do anyhow, they suffered. They fought to get that land for you. You can easily inherit their houses, inherit everything they left for you. But the culture they lived You call it evil. You even call them evil. Your pastors will ask you to begin to bind your ancestors. Say your problem is ancestral cause. The ancestors that lived, when they were living, they were never a cause for you. They were busy preparing future for you. Just the way you are preparing for your children. Tomorrow, after suffering for your children, you prepare a better life for your children. Like my mom and my dad, what they did for me and my siblings, somebody will tell me that now they are not living, they are cursed to me. And they were never cursed when they were alive. Can we open our mind? Can we get a little bit of sense? Our culture is who we are. The people we are trying to borrow their culture, that is their culture. They are not borrowing your own. The day you get what you are looking for, the day you win this battle is the day you wake up one day and say, I know who I am. When you know who you are, 100% of your problem is solved. The rest, yes, the rest is Jara. Have you discovered yourself? The only reason people are walking over you, the only reason people are defeating you is because you don't know who you are. You are the only people that don't know who you are. You live a borrowed life. You live a fake life. You live inferior life. Why? Because you don't want to identify yourself with your tradition. One Igbo wife is saying your tradition is your ID. You are in a foreign country, you carry ID everywhere. Your ID is your tradition. And you know, without ID in a country where you are nobody. So without your tradition, you are absolutely nobody. And when you get to any country, you are absolutely nobody because you can never be identified with anything. Before we leave you today, my question is to you is, who are you? Go to the mirror today, look at yourself and ask yourself, who are you? Then we begin to solve that mathematics, begin to solve that problem. And with that, Umuada, we're going to say bye-bye to our brothers and sisters. Remember, every morning in this channel, we will be bringing you the way we pray. Because you've been praying for years. You don't need to fast. You don't need to do 21. A lot of you are doing 21 this year. They started doing their 21 days fasting, dry fasting. You don't need to suffer yourself. If you go and pray the right way, or listen to the prayers is it even prayers? The blessings our ancestors will be pouring on us. The people that we pray in the proper way, when you listen to them, you don't need all those things. You'll be getting blessed. Tomorrow morning, we'll be posting you another prayer. Today we did. If you have not watched the prayer for today, they say today is our 4. Go and listen. Go through our page. You will see it. You listen to that prayer. Tomorrow, another person will be praying for us. And I encourage you, people from Idu, we will want to get prayer from your language also. People that will pray for us in our different market days, we need that also. And with that, we're going to say to you, bye-bye, and remain blessed and have a blessed weekend. May our ancestors continue to bless you people and protect you, and may our land be blessed. And with that, we say, and we say bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much. You've done so wonderfully.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Remember, like I said, we are having our guest on Sunday. A special guest is coming here on Sunday. So, but before I forget, Biafrans, within the week, we are going to map out our programs, the programs that you will be seeing in this platform, because we are working on our programs, planning and designing our programs that we'll be having. That's why you're seeing that things are a bit slow. But once our program is already rounded up, you will see our schedules, daily schedules. Then you are going to see what we'll be doing. So please bear with us as we are fixing ourselves. You know, it's a new platform and we are designing our programs. And now with that, we say bye-bye. Kachifo.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye, Kachifo. For us, we say good night is Kachifo in my language. So you can tell them in your own language before I sign off.
Waya bota.
Kachifo no.
Waya bota.
All right. That's so. Why is it not?